What's up, HPB gang? Hope y'all had a great Thursday. So, I want to do this reading right on something that when I was a child, I never really was too friendly, okay, as far as wanting to go out and play and stuff like that. So I hung around a lot of adults, and in doing so, I learned a lot, okay, picked up on a lot of, people say old folks saying and stuff like that, things that old people say, shitting in hot cotton. That means, this person think they all that, now they got a little money or whatever, okay? But the one that I picked up on that I constantly always say, and I use it to kind of keep pushing, okay, through the dark times, through, times where things may not be going as you planned, okay? And there's always a silver lining behind every dark cloud, okay? Or behind every dark cloud, there's a silver lining. So the other day I picked up on that in a reading, but today I was coming home from work and I passed by this white van, and on the side it said silver lining. So with that being said, I came home and I went through a couple decks, and I was picking up on wisdom, life is a mystery, surrendering, also on gratitude, being grateful, or because of your gratefulness, you're about to receive that silver lining, like you're about to cross the finish line here, okay? Whatever you're manifesting during this 8-8 portal here, just know that it is going to be something that is very, very, different than what you're used to. And you need to accept whatever it is, okay? Or accept whatever you have to release in order to receive this blessing, okay? And also, it's somebody who cannot accept that you're having this success. As always, the karmics be karmic. But we're not going to try to focus on that negative energy, okay? So the reason why I'm saying that is because you have success here. It says, I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Like I said, because of you and your grateful spirit, always being grateful no matter what life may be, you're about to receive some kind of success here. Okay, whether you do what I do, you're in the public eye, or something that you've been trying to manifest, you're about to have a success here. Okay, and then you have acceptance in reverse. It says, I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Like I said, somebody was trying to change this success or the outcome, okay? You have friendship and you have worry. So this is like people that you had if I can get this in the camera, y'all know my lighting is horrible. Okay, that you had some kind of relationship with, and it could be, family, take it how it resonates, okay? But these people are worried now because they see that you're about to get some kind of success. For others of y'all, you have some kind of success coming, a new beginning, okay? And something may be ending, okay? You need to release control of whatever it is, whoever this person, place, or thing that you're being urged to release from your life, okay? Because whatever you're worrying over, whether it's a friendship, work, lovers, whatever, okay, take how it resonates. With you not accepting that, it's kind of blocking your heart chakra. Some of y'all could still be needing to do some kind of healing, okay, so you can manifest, and release that during this full moon, during this 8-8 portal, so that you can actually have access to whatever this success is. Worry says, I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. So for a lot of y'all, like I said, you need to stop worrying about something. Okay. Now, on the other hand, whoever this person is, these friends or whatever, like, they're worrying about something. Okay. They're worrying that you're about to get something, gain something. This success could be a gift or whatever. But either way, this silver lining is coming, regardless of whether they want it to or not. Okay, and them worrying about it is not going to change it. Okay, on acceptance, once again, it says, I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. So whoever these people are, they don't want to accept that they cannot change this, but whatever it is, it's coming in regardless. because you've done whatever work needs to be done. Okay, you've also kept your faith. You also remained loving and caring towards these people, even though they try to block you or harm you in some kind of way. Okay, friendship says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. These people didn't understand that you being placed in their life was a blessing. Okay, that with this success, this is what I'm getting. Okay, that you were placed in their life as a blessing. Okay, so whatever you're getting was going to bless the whole generation, the whole family. Okay, you could be a very giving person. This could also go back to the last reading that I did. Okay, like people didn't accept you, they didn't want you to be who you were, or they didn't accept you because they saw this successful, phenomenal energy on you. So therefore, they treated you like a black sheep. Okay, they didn't realize that you were placed in their life for a reason. For some of y'all, they didn't realize that you were going to be the catalyst of their destruction, of their demise. Okay, so take it how it resonates. One more card, please. But you definitely have a silver lining coming. And y'all, I'm not going to make this one long. I promise myself I'm not. Okay? You have happiness here. It says, I'm aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. And it came out crossing. Somebody is not happy that you're on your right path. They can't accept this. Okay? But also what they can't accept is the fact that they can't change what is meant for you, because you have already started your spiritual journey. You've already started to walk your path. So whatever they were trying to do is no longer resonating with who you are now as a person. Okay, or as like energetically. Okay, like I said, you have manifested whatever this is. You are in alignment for whatever happiness and success this is, because you know that you are on the right path. You know that you made the right decision by cutting somebody off because they couldn't accept you. Okay? And like I also said, for some of y'all, you have to accept something ending in order to receive this success here. Okay? Yeah, you have discipline. You have been very disciplined in whatever it is that you're doing, or that you were doing. Also, I feel like you didn't accept the bare minimum. You're not accepting anyone into your energy, friends, family, whoever, that cannot add to where you're trying to get with the success here. Okay, if it doesn't bring happiness, love, genuineness, then it's not aligned with you. And once again, people are mad because not only did they miss out on the blessing that you were here, but they see that they can't come along with you. With these dolphins going in a circle, it's like that cycle is over here. Okay, and you're walking into a new cycle because you were so disciplined and they were not. It's like you were a test for these people and they failed the test. Perseverance. Yeah, you persevered with a lot of things that would have broke a normal or a regular person. Okay, it would have broke their faith. They would have gave into people pleasing, hiding who they really are in order to be accepted here. Even though this family still didn't accept you, or these friends still didn't accept you, because they saw your light with this success being a yellow card. Something about your energy just exudes millionaire energy, successful energy, leadership energy here. And regardless of how loving or how much ass you may have kissed, okay, how much you have swallowed throughout the years, not speaking your truth here, they still wasn't going to accept you. So that was going to still leave you without being happiness, without being happy, okay? That was their plan, to keep you in that energy here, to keep you from getting this success. But once again, you persevered. It says, I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Like I said, baby, whatever it is that you want to do, if you want it to be something other than what your family may have a profession of, or a business of, whatever it may be in your life, baby, you still went ahead with who you are or what you wanted. You start off on your own path here. Okay? And you were very determined. We already saw determined or disciplined. And then you have self-esteem. And you have humor here. Somebody thought it was funny. They got a real big kick out of whatever idea you had. Whatever you wanted to manifest, they thought it was funny that you wasn't, oh, hell no, child, they ain't going to be able to do that. They didn't want to accept it. They thought it was funny with humor. Tried to affect your self-esteem here. But, once again, they cannot do that. Okay? Because you decided, this is what I want to do. I'm not going to accept this low vibrational poverty mindset. I don't want to raise my children this way. I don't want to be stuck, having to rob Peter to pay Paul. I'm going to go and do something new that's never been done. Okay? It says, I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. So whatever you're doing, it's not only benefiting you, but it's going to benefit other people. As just like I said earlier, you were a blessing, okay, that was going to benefit not only you, whatever you're working at, or just your energy. It was a blessing for your family, your friends as well. Okay, whoever was in your life at this time. Okay. They could have also wanted you to be stuck on things, like mad always. With humor here, it's like you laughed at shit. Like, that's so petty. I'm not even going, you know what I'm saying? You kind of brushed it off. Like, whatever. You always find the lighter side of things. You never really take anything too serious, which is a good thing, because then you're not going to be holding resentment or having a hardened heart. And like, once again, like I said, you lived in that energy of love and faith and gratitude and still being nice. And that's what's getting you this damn success, y'all. What's this acceptance in the reverse? What's the acceptance in reverse? Abundance. And it felt, I can't make it up. They didn't accept that you were going to be this successful, or that you were going to get this, or whatever it is, bro. This abundance here. It says, I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I deserve, or whatever I desire in the physical reality. They didn't want to accept that you had the manifestation abilities, that you were going to be as successful as you claimed to be, that you were the chosen one, that you were anointed, that you were placed in this family to cleanse the family line, or whatever it is. They didn't want to accept who you were. So they made you feel, or wanted you to feel like a black sheep by trying not to accept you into the fold, into the family, Patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Like I said, you found the lighter side of life. Like, okay, whatever. If I'm going through this dark time, it's a reason behind this. And once again, like I said, behind every dark cloud is a silver lining. You kept your faith. You preserved through whatever this was. And now you about to get this abundance, boo. Okay, y'all. I just got chills, okay? Trying to tell you. Love and self-esteem. Self-care. Self-love. Whatever they were not giving you, you accepted it. And you started pouring into yourself. That's what I'm getting with this love and self-esteem here. It says, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. You still saw the good in them. Regardless of how they treated you, you still treated them the way you would want to be treated. Self-esteem says, I possess gifts of the soul that benefits me and others. Lord, I'm trying to tell y'all. And because you're in this loving, caring energy here, always holding your head up, always knowing that, just like with Job, right? He kept the faith through all of that, and he was blessed tenfold. He lost everything and got it back multitude or multiplied here. You're about to get gifts that's not only going to help you, but it's going to help whoever is coming after you. Also, you've broken a lot of generational curses. You freed a lot of your ancestors here. Like I said, a lot of y'all were chosen to go through this by your ancestors because they knew that you would be the one to break this break this curse here. So there's a lot of silver linings that's appearing, not only in the physical but in the spiritual as well. Your ancestors knew that you would preserve because you have a heart of love. You're pure. Okay? And that was the gift. This heart that you have was a gift. You may not have wanted to accept the fact that you were so loving and caring and kind, stuff like that. You know, you probably felt like maybe it was like a curse. It wasn't a good thing because you always got treated badly. You always ended up with the short end of the stick. But this was actually a good thing because it was a test of your faith and you passed the test. Change. Things are about to change. I can't make it up because of your gratitude, bro. You have change and gratitude here. Change says, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. You kept moving. Gratitude said, I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. So you took every loss, every heartache as a lesson, as an opportunity to grow, to change, to manifest, to keep moving, to evolve. You understood that life goes on and I can't hold on to what happened and what was, because if I do, then I'll be stuck in the past. I won't get these blessings. You know, if you hold on to that same negative energy, that victim mind state, or that victim mindset, that poverty mindset, well, that's all you're going to manifest, and you understood that. What's this happiness? Indecision, freedom, and denial. Like I said, in the past, you could have felt like you didn't want, or you didn't know whether or not you wanted to cut certain people off, okay? Certain situations or whatever this may be. You were indecisive about freeing yourself from something. So therefore, that kept you in denial. That you could have this. That you could be successful. That you could make it through whatever the storm is. That you could or do deserve love. Indecision says, I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. But you stopped doing that. You stopped questioning yourself and just took the leap of faith and just said, I'm going to go with it. This is what I want to do. This is who I want to be. This is who I am. You accepted who you are as the black sheep, as the one who, you know, the underdog. You understand what I'm saying? You no longer wanted to fit in because it didn't matter. You were going to still be damn black sheep anyway. You know what I'm saying? Not accepted anyway. And you have freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. And we have happiness right here. You made a decision to do what you wanted to do because you realize that just because somebody is your blood, or, you know, you grew up with somebody, doesn't mean that you have to be tied to them forever. You don't have to follow in their footsteps. Okay? You have free will. You're free to do what you please, as well as they're free to do whatever they please. You understand what I'm saying? Denial. It says, I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. And we're going to end it on that. You're aware that if you stay in denial, baby, that, you know what I'm saying, denial of, you know, I'll never get anywhere. You're not even looking at where you have come from. Okay? If you're still in denial of who you are or what you can accomplish. Okay? So you started being grateful for the things that you had. Grateful for the time alone. Grateful for all the hurt, all the pain. And that balanced you out. That kept you balanced. And now you're about to get justice. Something is about to be made fair. It says, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Once again, you don't judge nobody. You don't let what happened to you as a child or growing up or whatever, the way you was treated, change who you are. You still do not place judgment on anybody, even those who harmed you or tried to harm you here. What's this message from Spirit here? Give me a message from Spirit and we're going to end it. Horse Spirit, freedom is yours. And then you have Bee Spirit, sweet results await you. You're soaring. You are soaring, honey. 3, 3, and 7. So that's what? 13. Yeah, death and rebirth here. Something is ending. For something new to evolve, for something new to grow. Whatever you manifested with the 7, whatever you invested in the past. Okay? 33 is also a ascended master number, so you have mastered something. Okay? Somebody could be 33 or 37 years old. You have Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch. 18 breaking down to a 9. You have reflected on everything in your life, everything that you've been through. And it's still bringing in, like, you're still gentle to the touch. You're still soft. Your heart is still soft. It's not hardened. And then you have now is a lucky time. You're about to get your manifestations granted, or your wishes granted, okay? Because things have been or are about to be balanced in your life. September the 4th could be significant. August the 1st could be significant. March the 3rd. January the 8th. April the 9th. Okay? Could be something significant about 2018. Okay? You kept a soft heart. You kept soft or remained just like Bambi. Okay? You remained that free spirit, but at the same time, you're still loving and caring. Okay? Because you saw the bigger picture of something. Embrace the in-between. Yeah, you embrace whatever you were going through. It's balance. Because you trusted in your own magic, your ability to manifest here. And the miracles and the options are going to be endless. Now it's time to dive deep and be loyal to what you love. Act as if it's already here. Time for a beginner mind. So now it's time for you to learn something different. Okay? You've already mastered something. Also watch what you speak at this time. Because Spirit has a plan. Okay? So any lack mindset that you need to still be holding on to during this full moon cycle, you need to manifest that away. You can write it down. You know, this is what I want to release during this moon cycle. This is what I, want to manifest during this moon cycle. You can burn it, okay? Or you can fold it up to petition, burn a candle on it. You can just speak it into the ethers, okay? Once again, because you have infinite possibilities coming. But you need to set healthy boundaries with these people. Because whoever they are, okay, they're going to try to come back. You have 3 right here to work with you, okay? Yeah, because they see your transformation is beautiful. And that slow and steady won the race. Things took some time. But like I said, you're about to get that silver line and you're about to cross the finish line. Because you chose to co-create with Spirit here. And guess what? Once again, dream the world into being. Yep. You have manifested exactly what you wanted. Congratulations, collective. I know we have been waiting a very long time for things to manifest. Okay? All the times you wanted to just pop a bitch in the nose. But you was like, you know what? I'm too grown for that. God has brought me a long way, baby. But y'all better believe, if I was that old person, you know, some of y'all done stepped into that power. Well, hey, what you're not going to do is, you're not going to talk to me like that. You know what I'm saying? You're starting to change who you are. And that's, you know, you're setting healthy boundaries here. And that's also what's helping you to be free. Because you're no longer in denial. Okay? You don't have to put up with that ass. You ain't got to put up with that. You ain't got to. Okay? I hope y'all have a wonderful night. And I hope that this message helps for this 8/8 portal. You know, to let you know what is coming in, what you need to release, who you need to watch out for. Because they going to come back, baby. Because they didn't want to accept it, but you going to get it. And they going to want some of it. I'm telling you now. Okay? So, peace.